Char 10 turns pink on Sunday for Sasa Ladies Purse Day. Group 3 feature coming up on this 10-race program, all taking place on the turf. Welcome to Racing to Win. We've got that race covered and a whole lot more for you on the show. Also, the boys are here, of course, Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, what are some of the highlights apart from the Ladies Purse?
Well, of course, that is the main highlight, Mark, and we've got a field of 14 going around at handicap conditions, and it's a race that has proved tricky for those up in the weights, winning down through the years. But a good undercard, quite a lot of first starters, be it overseas raced or unraced here in Hong Kong.
There's 1,000 of them, isn't there, Paul?
Yeah, there's plenty. When did the speed maps, it's always a little bit tricky with those races when there's lots of first starters, and there were plenty of races that fit that bill, especially the straight 1,000 metre race. Look, there's a couple of jackpots as well, 3.8 million going into the 6-up win bonus and 500,000 into our feature race for the Quartet First 4 merge, Paul.
Before we get on to Char 10, Wednesday afternoon saw the release of the IJC Jockeys for this year's championship, Tom, and what a lineup it is.
Great lineup it is, Mark. Macau Barcelona, obviously the defending champion from last year. He had an incredible run through the 4-race series in 2024. Zac Purton, of course, a 3-time winner of this. Rachel King is back. She, of course, made her debut back in 2023. Great to have the likes of Christophe Lemaire here as well. Obviously, wins Grade 1 races in Japan for fun, does Christophe?
He does. We see most Sundays during the simulcasts. Of course, also, the competition won last year, the IJC, by that man, Macau Barcelona, coming back to defend the crown. They're the colours of Aurora Lady. He will be hoping to win it again and beat the likes of rivals Zac Purton. Kane Rising won't be running in the competition, but Zac will certainly be riding it once again. We also have, as we saw on the graphic, the names, the girls, Rachel King and Holly Doyle. Holly on a short-term 7-week riding stint here in Hong Kong, a winner at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Rachel's back. The Magic Man returns. Joe Moreira will also be in Hong Kong to look to win the IJC. And that man, it's been a while, but Umberto Rispoli is back. That's he's winning the 2012 QE2 Cup. And speaking of that man, Umberto, Nick had a chat with him.
Well, we've had the announcement for the Jockeys for IJC this year, and, well, many people were delighted to see a certain name on there. It is yours, Umberto Rispoli. Great to chat to you. Coming back to Hong Kong, you must be very excited.
Hi, Nick. Yes, I am. I am because, you know, it's been a long time. It's been a while. Hong Kong it was a big part of my riding career, my life as well. So I don't lie to you, I was trying to get in the IJC for a long time. So I'm glad then this call went, and look, just excited about the news. And, you know, I've been already reached out by a lot of people. So I'm happy to get back to Hong Kong.
Umberto, let's go back in time to when you were here in Hong Kong. I think you rode 120 plus winners, rulership, of course. We can't talk without discussing him as well. You must have really enjoyed your time here. Obviously, you were very well received, and some nice winners as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously the highlights would be rulership about the Queen Elizabeth, but we go really back in the time. So it's been a while. It's been really a while, but. Yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, I had the pleasure to win 4 races on the card a couple of times in Char 10, which, you know, it's always competitive, it's always tough.
Mongolian King coming clear from Intrepid. Victory Day, what a day for Rispoli. 4 of them, and Mongolian King wins from Intrepid and Victory Day.
To the IJC, though, you're obviously a very proud Italian, but you're representing the United States of America. You've now moved your tack there. How's everything going in the States?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you know, we can use a double flag. But yes, no, I'm proud to represent the United States, obviously, you know, because since I moved here, so that means then, you know, I do really well here. So America really gives me a great opportunity in my career, in my second part of my career. It's been a tremendous journey so far. I had the opportunity to pass my 2000 winner here in the United States. Being associated with such many good horses, you know, and having the chance to win the Preakness this year, participate as a favourites in the Kentucky Derby, being co-favourite in the Belmont Stakes, winning definitely the Ascot again, the Santa Anita Derby for the second time, the Oaks, and other many great one. But it's been a tremendous year for me. I'm glad I already passed my records of last year about greater stakes, about grade one, about earnings, getting close to winners as well. So we're looking forward to finish strong at Del Mar. So that would be the key for the rest of the year.
Just finally, Umberto, any prospect of you staying for the Sunday for the Group 1s, or I guess at the moment we're a little bit too far out?
Well, definitely I'm going to stay, that's for sure. So the key is to find some horses to ride in the International, definitely. We were keen to bring probably Gold Phoenix from here, just finished fifth in the Breeders' Cup Turf, but I don't know what the connection is going to do. If it would be for me, I think the horse it's unbelievable. He's 7 years old. He's getting better and better race after race. So I think it would be a worth it shot for the Hong Kong Bars, if you ask me. But that's I can't decide for them. I'm gonna let them decide. But definitely would be. It's been a long time than an American horse and haven't been in Hong Kong. I really missed riding that week. That week is probably obviously Hong Kong with Hong Kong Derby. That's the two most beautiful probably meet to ride in Hong Kong. So. And look, if I'm gonna find some rides for stay, I mean, I'm gonna stay no matter what. So definitely, if I'm staying for riding, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm gonna enjoy the restaurant. So it's gonna go like that, Nick.
And Umberto, definitely part of the IJC on December 10, and maybe even riding the American horse on December 14 for another HKIR week. Sasa Ladies Purse Day upcoming at that track right there with a 1 o'clock start time. The focus race on Racing to Win is the Sasa Ladies Purse at 4:05. It's always a big day of fashion and great racing on the track, and this year is going to be no different for the Sasa Ladies Purse.
First middle distance Group 3. Sasa Ladies Purse. Beauty Joy.
Beauty Joy with a late run. Beauty Joy is flying down the centre. Bundle Award runs on a place chance, but it's Beauty Joy for the Premier Plate.
Chang Chang Glory.
They're 3 in front of Insured. Then came Happy Together, but it's Chang Chang Glory. The Centenary Bars.
Cap Farrar.
Cap Farrar, he's gone through on the inside. My wish, it's still Cap Farrar. What a finish. Oh, that is close.
Bundle Award.
He's coming screeching down the outside with Happy Together. It's a great finish, and it's Bundle Award driving it Happy Together and beating him.
Sasa Ladies Purse, the Group 3 feature. We have the last 2 winners of the race in it as well. As we see the details for it, Beauty Joy's at the top of the book. He's a 3-time winner in Group 3. Chang Chang Glory comes back from racing in South Korea. We've got Happy Together with the hood going back on. Cap Farrar up in distance. Sunlight Power, the cheek pieces and the hood comes off. Massive Sovereign's been a second-up winner in the past. Ruby Lot, cheek pieces off. Blinkers and tongue tie goes on. Bundle Award placed second. The only other time he's been second up in the past, and California Totality loves racing over 1,800 metres around Shah 10. The speed map, Paul, has Pray for Mer leading.
Yeah, look, he likes the lead, go forward. Sword Point led last season in most of his races, but he took a sit last time, so I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. He might push on and get outside, Pray for Mer. Chang Chang Glory from barrier 1 can be handy, as will California Totality from barrier 3. Ruby Lot's drawn the outside. He'll go back, and Bundle Award, he's a horse that likes to come from the back.
He does indeed, so we're hoping they run right along. Before we look at more details on the race, Tom, here is the previous 5 winners.
Yeah, and Sued, he lines up again this year. Last year when he won, he carried the 115 pounds and counted. He's had a couple of trainers since he won this race in 2023, of course, now with Brett Crawford, Moneycatcher, Torbjorn Diamond, and of course a Derby winner down there as well, Furore amongst the winners.
Looking at the weights, Paul, the 131 to 135 bracket's a little light on winners, and the 1 and the 2 horse fall into that category.
Yeah, look, in those the 6-win bracket there, the 113 to 123, trainers used to really target this race with these light-weighted horses. Top Act, Horse of Fortune, and NASA, they all won from the same season. You know, that 10, 9, and 8 years ago as well. Of course, Ensued won last year off 115. So it's a race that really suits these horses down on the weights.
We've got a number of horses, Tom, coming out of this race, the Shah 10 Trophy. Best of them home was Beauty Joy, who loomed large on the outside, but My Wish ends up winning the race. From a form point of view, how strong do you see this?
I think the form out of this race will certainly stack up, but the problem Beauty Joy has is he's got the big weight here to carry, does Beauty Joy, 135 pounds. He's a multiple Group 3 winner, but these conditions don't suit him. Derek Long, I thought this day gave him a good ride. He's got a wide draw. They'll be expecting something similar. That's the purple cap there, back behind gallopers of Cap for Ra, who didn't have a great deal of room, and Moments in Time was just ahead of him. He boxed on okay in this race. He's got a lightweight. Well, he's got 127 pounds to carry. He only carried 115 there, so that would be the concern with him.
Yeah, and look, he's drawn a little bit awkwardly too, so he just might have to look for cover from over the 1,800 metres. He does lead over the 2,400 metres, but struggles over the 1,800. But yeah, I'm with you with Beauty Joy. The conditions aren't that good for him in this particular race.
And you can see on the drone shot there, Cap Farrar just not getting the run to suit in the home straight. He'll be hoping for better luck on Sunday with jockey Zac Purton.
Well, it's the first time, I've been on him in a serious gallop like that, but I was happy with the way he worked. I thought he stretched out nicely. He ran through the lines, so he appears as if he's in pretty good order.
And gate 13, but over 1,800 metres.
Yeah, it's not ideal, especially for a horse like him that can over-race and, want to do a little bit too much. If he sees daylight for a little bit too long, he might be a bit aggressive, so... it's not ideal, but we'll work it out.
Yeah, we're still talking about the Derby last season. It was his only win and his first win here in Hong Kong, and he beat My Wish. My Wish now is one of the best minor in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I don't think you can put a line together between him and My Wish off that effort. One horse drew the perfect gate and had the perfect run, and got there without knowing he was in front. And the other horse drew a terrible gate, went a long way back, and ran a very good sectional to nearly win the race. So I wouldn't be comparing those two efforts together, but My Wish has certainly gone on and done great things, and I still don't think we've seen the best of Cap Ferrari yet. So hopefully he can take the next step. He's a horse that, to me, appears as if he hasn't really committed himself 100%, and if the penny drops one day, I think there's a little bit more there.
Zac getting right into the spirit of the week with that pink cap on too on Sasa Ladies Purse week. Tom, you've always been a bit of a fan of Cap Ferrar.
Yeah, until I deserted him in the Derby, and then he came out and won. But I've got no concerns about 1,800 metres with him. He's got a little bit more weight than a few others in this race to carry, and I agree with Zac. I don't think we've totally seen the best of him, a worldwide maiden prior to winning the Derby.
Yeah, look, he's had 22 starts in total, this horse, and the only race he's won is the Derby. So... look, I'm not worried about the 1,800 either, but I'm a little bit worried about his winning record.
So, all right, so that is Cap Ferrar. That's the first horse that we've really focused on for the Group 3 feature on Sunday. We'll take a break and come back and keep the Sasa Ladies Purse preview going right after this. Welcome back. This is Racing to Win. Shah 10 Sunday is the focus. Sasa Ladies Purse Day. We're just going to pause the preview on the purse at the moment because the break's just been on, Paul, and you need to reveal your last run reminder.
Yeah, look, we're going to go with the horse. He's only had one start in Hong Kong here called Glorious Star. Now, this was over 1,400 metres, this debut race by Ribchester, this one, out of a perfectly ready mare. So stepping up to 1,600 metres should be the perfect next step for this horse. You can see him in the red sleeves. He went back and sort of found his feet. He was probably a length or 2 lengths last on the turn, and I just really like the way he comes to the outside and finishes off really strongly. He was only 1 3/4 lengths away from the winner by the time that the race had finished. Stepping up that extra 200 metres looks absolutely ideal. The Mark Newnham stable's flying, so I think he's definitely one to follow.
There he is on the outside. The further they went, the better he looked. Glorious Star, race 4, number 8 is the last run reminder. Back to the Sasa Ladies Purse preview we go right now, and we're heading international for this replay, Tom. The Korea Cup, Cheng Cheng Glory, a gutsy second.
Yeah, no concerns with the trip here as well for him. Cheng Cheng Glory, it's obviously just coming into this with a slight fresh edge, and also the big weight to carry 132 pounds. He's a Group 3 winner. Centenary Vase was a strong run over in Korea, just couldn't reel in the winner. Has trolled up, I thought, okay without getting carried away, Paul, but another one that has performed well in this race in the past, but the weight's the concern. Yeah,
he ran third last season in this race. He's won fresh up in the past. He's won second up in the past. So he's in the right state. The weight's a little bit of a problem, but from barrier 1, he should get a cushy run.
Here's his trial that Tom touched on. Paul, he runs 7th in Sued, had a quiet trial. Moments in Time kept on okay up front. It's quite a strong trial field, this one. That's Galaxy Patch outside the leader. Romantic Warrior 3 wide. Patch of Theta and Taj Dragon. Is the record at Sha Tin your massive concern with Moments in Time?
Yeah, and also barrier number 9 as well. Look, I just think he could be a little bit in trouble there from that barrier 9. He's a 14-start maiden that has to carry 127. There's a lot against him, I thought.
He just seems to struggle in these bigger types of races as well. Class 2, Class 1, he seems to be able to sort of handle those types of affairs, but when it comes up to the elite company, I think it's just that bridge too far.
So we're leaving Moments in Time and moving on to this race replay, Tom. This is the Celebration Cup over the 1,400 metres. Happy Together third. Ruby Lot makes up a lot of ground late in this race, and obviously the race on Sunday is an extra 400 metres.
I am interested in Ruby Lot here, but he is drawn again awkwardly in barrier number 14, so the hand, I think, is certainly forced here, that they've probably got to go back. And I'm starting to wonder what his best trip is, because he's performed from 1,000 all the way up to 2,400 metres. That said, with the gear changes, the blinkers, tongue-tie going on, the way he finished off here, he's certainly not out of it.
No, he's only had the one go over 1,800 metres and he won it. So maybe this is his best distance. But blinkers on, interesting gear change for him this sort of late in his career. So we'll see how he goes. I'm going to include him, though. I'm a bit like Tom. I'll put him in the numbers.
He's going. And what of Sunlight Power, Paul? This is a trial from him. There's been some gear adjustments. He's won 6 races throughout his career. Tricky horse to ride at times, but does get Holly Doyle on board on Sunday.
He does. Look, his second up record isn't particularly good. He's drawn 2, so he'll probably just get smothered back along the rail and get his opportunity from there. I've got others in front of him.
Ricky Hughes opted to take the gear off this horse. The cheek pieces and the hood have been removed. Wasn't beaten too far in a blanket finish in that race behind My Wish last time out. Maybe a question mark over 1,800 metres. Not too much wrong with the trial. Wanted to lay in a fair bit last start.
He did. You could see him running around in that replay prior to the trial. Massive Sovereign's our focus right now. The former Derby winner is running, having his second start this time in for David Eustace, and here's David with Nick.
We were delighted with him. It was nice to see him return in good form, and his trials had been good. But obviously, for him to do that on the track, he just quickened up well. Probably got a little bit tired late, which he's entitled to. But given he was also carrying a lot of weight and obviously giving weight away to some handy horses, it was nice to see him do that.
And was that always the sort of the expectation to some degree that there was that bit to work on, and even though he did perhaps knock up a little bit late, it was obviously a very pleasing effort.
Yeah, well, he's had one run in 12 months basically, so you can do as much as you can at home. I don't like to sort of screw them down too much at home anyway, so he's always going to need it, and he'll come on for the run, I'm sure.
And do you and the team feel that in his homework since then he has come on nicely for it?
Yeah, he's he had quite a hard run, so I haven't done sort of too much with him, but he had a nice stretch of the legs on Monday. He's pulled up well from that, so the step up to 18 will suit naturally. So yeah, nice barrier. Hopefully he runs well.
And as you saw in that track work piece there, Paul, Luke Ferraris is going to be the man on board, Massive Sovereign. It's Luke Ferraris week on Racing to Win, because he was on Tuesday. Here he is again.
Yeah, he is. And look, he's going so well at the moment. So leading into IJC, he'll be wanting to add to this tally. But for the last 10 meetings, he's had 10 wins.
Yeah, he certainly has. Absolutely flying along at the moment. He's got Giant Bellin going around in race number 2. A Decree Lot was a surprise winner last start. Glorious Star, Infinite Resolves drawn wide. Incredible Moment wanted to run up the track last start. Massive Sovereign, of course, and Karis Treasure, who's only had 1 run and would need to improve further on what he's done so far.
He will, but he does have a very informed jockey in the saddle. We move on now to our next interview. Encountered won the race 2 years ago, and Nick with his rider this year, Karis Teetan.
He's of course a horse that's been running well this season. Both of his run was a good run. Of course, he come back and now, in a stronger race than what he's ran before. But I think he comes in with some credit because he comes in with no weight, and yeah, I think that's going to be a big help for him. He's taken on some stronger horses before, so I think put all together, I think he goes in a race with a chance.
His last couple of efforts around Happy Valley, I mean, yes, they've been defeats, but they've been very good, haven't they?
Yes, of course, last season he lost his form a little bit, so it's nice for the owners to have the horse come back again and start to run well again. So that's a good thing, and of course he's feeling good and he's running well. So yeah, it's gonna be good if he takes that form again to Sunday.
Has he confirmed that race well-being in his track work? I know you've had a sit on him once or twice. How has he felt?
Yeah, he felt good in the morning. He's actually worked him. I think yesterday I worked him, and I said to Brad, I think he's even doing better than what he was before. So it's nice to have a horse like him feeling good and feeling happy again at the right time.
Karis Teetan there, Paul. He's always been one of your horses Encountered, and does he figure in your top 4?
He definitely does. I mean, he won with 128, and he's only carrying 115 when he won this race 2 years ago. Very well rated. But look, I thought California Totality had the right profile for this race. He's got no weight on his back, and he's drawn nicely in barrier 3. Chang Cheng Glory ran 3rd in this race last year. Counted won it 2 years ago, and Ruby Lot unbeaten over 1800, 13, 2, 14 and 9.
We've got 2 Derby winners in this race, and I'm going with one of them here. It's Cap Ferrar for Zac Purton and Francis Law. I think he's good enough to defy the stats here of the weights, and he, of course, has got the 127 pounds to carry. Different setup for him this time round with the draw, but I think he's a player. Over 13 California Totality, 9 Ruby Lot and 8 Massive Sovereign.
And all the races, of course, previewed on the website, hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. Who's your best bet, Paul?
Going to go with California Totality. Just think he looks. This race looks tailor-made for him. So race 7, number 13, California Totality, and a horse as far as the value is Mickley. He's ran a really good race last start, and he's going to be a big price. So let's hopefully he can get back on the winners board. And the player of the day in race 8, 2, 9, 11 QQP.
Best it comes up in one of the races early on in the card. Glorious Star, Luke Ferraris and Mark Newnham certainly outran his odds at his debut. He was around 21 to 1. So he's race 4, 8 Glorious Star. The value, Superb Guy, race 8, number 12. And he had no luck last start. Andrea Razzini, Francis Law, he's won a trial since. And the play will bank a Cap Ferrar with ensued Massive Sovereign, Ruby Lot, California Totality.
In a credible moment to turn the tables on Jubilant Winner, who's looking for 3 in a row, but gets him from a better barrier and a weight turnaround this week. Incredible moment. Holly Doyle's riding Sunlight Power. Nice horse, 6-time winner, hoping Holly can get the best out of him and can go close in the feature. On the play, race 6, a QQP, Jubilant Winner, Sherring's trial well. An incredible moment, 147. That has been shut in on Sunday, Tom. The diary about to appear. And there it is, 12:30 trackside live, so things back to normal for Sunday.
Yeah, back to normal. Of course, Look for Jewellery next Saturday, and between that we've got Happy Valley coming up. Good Class 2, 1650 coming up there, Paul, with Speed Dragon, impressive winner last start.
He was, wasn't he? He'll get back, he'll be running on. Look for him late.
Got Speed Dragon and Sing Dragon in against each other on Wednesday night.
Terrific.
Something for you to look forward to. That has been Racing to Win. Enjoy Sasa Ladies Purse Day. Big thanks to both Paul and Tom, and to you. And we'll see you at Sharp 10 on Sunday with the first at 1 o'clock.